Welcome back to MB2 Underground, where the conversations are dry, the wit is dirty, and the guests come with a twist. I'm your host, stirred up and slightly overpoured, and today we're serving up another round of bold takes with zero chasers. I'm Sarah Kiefer.
And I'm Jonathan Tyrak, JT.
Hi.
I like the intro, Sarah.
I put it together literally after you told me about how last night went, because I had a whole thing about marathons. It was super boring. But when you said that there were maybe several martinis consumed in a short period of time, I had to kind of switch gears.
Yeah, martinis and carajillos.
Love the carajillos, whatever those were.
So let me introduce our guest.
Great idea, JT.
He's one of our partners. Has been a partner since the end of 2022.
December 3rd, to be exact.
Wow. I don't know how you know that, but that's
I
awesome.
cheated.
He is the owner of River Rock Dental in Lawrence, Kansas, Dr. Richard Valbuena. Welcome, Dr. Valbuena.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for coming. I actually didn't know your name. I just called you King of the Dance Floor. King of the Moves.
Yes, I've been known to tear up the dance floor occasionally.
I think I have more videos of you dancing than anybody else on my phone.
Well, good. I love that.
And I've only been to 2 owners retreats with you.
Yeah.
That was enough.
Was dancing something you always like to do, or you just said, I don't, give a rip and here we go?
No rips.
Usually there was 0 rips given, and after I hit that 3 martini limit, I am out there just shagging a rug and just dripping sweat. And
See, that's what I love. I love somebody who's like, I want to be the first one on the dance floor.
yeah.
Because that's me.
So Sarah alluded to our dinner last night. You and some of your buddies who are also MB2 partners are in town.
Yes.
Celebrating.
Yeah.
Oh,
what
yeah.
are we celebrating?
I am turning 50 years old on Monday.
Let's go.
Happy birthday.
That's a throwback. That's a throwback to Dr. Greenberg, by the way.
I don't know.
Dr. Greenberg came up in conversation last night. They're like, man, that guy's pretty cool. But
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
when
right.
we introduced him,
That's right.
we were
He gave
so
himself his
confused.
own.
He goes, we're like, what are you doing? He's like, that's the crowd that's like welcoming me into the podcast.
And now it's the crowd saying happy birthday.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, crowd. I love it.
So you're a dentist.
I am a dentist.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
I want to know why you decided to go into dentistry, but also I believe the story of how you met your wife crosses over as well.
That is right. So, growing up, I grew up in my mom and dad, or mom's a nurse, dad's a doctor,
Love that.
Grew up in small town Oklahoma. And, so healthcare was always kind of in the mix until I started seeing my dad, he worked 3 nursing homes, an ER, a private practice, small town. And
At the same time?
yeah, so it's small town doc.
Yeah.
So, just growing up, I wanted to be a doctor the whole time. Then after I started getting a little bit older, I was like, man, this guy's getting called like every hour of the day, leaving and never home. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go dentistry. A little bit more time to your family and yourself.
Yeah.
And so I kind of went that route, and mom always said, oh, you're good with your hands. You're good with your hands. I was like, well, hell, I'll just become a dentist then.
There you go.
And just took that path, and here I am today.
Okay, so you graduated dental school, got married and moved to Phoenix. Is that right?
Yeah, so my wife was, she did the Indian Health Scholarship. So we went out to Phoenix. That's where we got positioned and worked there. And I ended up working at, several dental offices. It was a major DSO out there. So I, I had a lot of experience in, a lot of different dental offices and, the side of DSO dentistry that, it was just it. So,
Just love that.
yeah. So yeah, that was my experience out.
Was it
in
mid?
Phoenix. Yeah, pretty much just mid.
Yeah. I learned that this
Yeah,
weekend.
So there was
Very mid.
maybe there was cap. Is that right? I
No cap.
no, but I don't think it's
Okay.
no cap because I think no cap's like a good. I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah, that is so.
Should I pull out Urban Dictionary for us
Yeah.
grandparents around here?
My daughter tries to teach me that, and I just don't get it.
I feel like Gen Z lingo needs to be the title of this podcast.
I can try some terms.
I mean, we go all day with.
You got us
those.
with I. So
Yeah, I don't really know many, but
Okay, so you had a mid experience with the DSO.
just mid. And then so we had our first child out there, and we're like, oh man, I'm freaking out. We got new kid here. We don't even know what to do.
Brand new.
And yeah, so I was just anxiety out the roof, and it's like, okay, because I was deciding to start a practice out there.
Okay.
That's what I was going to do. Then the kid came along, and I was like, well, how about we move to back where your family's at? And so we ended up moving back to the Midwest, Lawrence, Kansas, where
Okay.
our family is from.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
True.
Yeah, that.
And then we decided to open up a practice in Lawrence, Kansas. So that's how we ended up there.
I just feel like usually when people have experiences with DSOs, MB2 isn't always super alluring. So what was it about MB2's model or what you heard from a buddy that was like, oh, maybe this sounds like a good idea?
Yeah, so, MB2 was so different than the DSO that I worked with out in Phoenix. We are owners of the practice, although I know that they can't own some out there. But it was just the autonomy I had. I had the freedom to do what I wanted to do. You guys, we were investing together as partners because I was a good deal. So nothing was really changed at all. I got to do my own deal, when I wanted it, how I wanted it, and that was so alluring. And, being an owner of a great organization that, gave me that autonomy. That was probably one of the biggest things for joining MB2. And I was exposed to, those DSOs out there for a while, and that was something I knew I did not want to be a part of.
Yeah.
Everyone has their places to be, and that wasn't my place. And it might be a place for someone else, but that wasn't my place.
Yeah.
So this friend of yours, did it happen to be episode number 32, Fishing for Answers, Dr. Tej Ladd?
Exactly. It was Dr. Tej Ladd, one of my buddies from dental school. He introduced me to MB2, and it was, he kind of walked me through, telling me about everything, and I was like, oh, man, that sounds like a great deal. And that's how, we ended up here.
Had y'all stayed connected, or was there a specific video that got posted that brought everybody back?
That's right. So we graduated all in 2003. I was off in Phoenix. A lot of people went their different places. Then, let's see, in 2017, I posted a senior roast video. So a senior roast video is what's made during your senior year, and you just kind of roast people left and right.
So the video actually was recorded in 2003.
Yeah, 2003. I took off like almost a whole semester because I was done with all my requirements. So the whole second half of the semester, I just worked on this video. No final cut. This is 2003, mind you, where I'm like working with just, I don't know, basically nothing.
Was the internet even a thing?
I just got cable internet that year.
Oh,
I was going to say, I think that was about the time YouTube started.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. So,
you've got mail.
Yeah. And then, so I worked in this all semester, and then you just kind of roast people, right? So it was a big video we play on a big party at the end of the year. And, it's a video that doesn't age well,
I was about to say, what was one of the roasts, but maybe I don't know.
Yeah. It worked well back then, but right now I'd probably have about 50 lawsuits.
You get canceled?
Yes. So I would be very canceled. It's kind of like Blazing Saddles or Shallow Hal. It's kind of fun during the time, but you really can't replay that these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, And then, I ended up posting that in 2017.
Why?
Like 14 years later. I was like, it's time to post this, see if I can.
Wait, so it had never seen the light of day?
Since 2003.
Okay, so it was posted in 2003.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then 2017, I was like, haven't seen these guys in a while. Let me go ahead and let me run this on YouTube.
Oh, my gosh.
And then I shared it with a few guys, and it shared it around, and everyone was loving it. And then Tej Ladd calls me up out of the blue. I was like, man, I haven't talked to you in a while, He was like, hey, man, I saw that video. That's awesome.
Oh, my God, it sounds just like
I know,
him.
that's a great That's a great
like,
impersonation.
Tej, are you here?
I know. And he was like, hey, Ricky, you need to come down to the lake. We need to go fishing. And I was like, hell yeah, let's go fishing, because I was really into fishing at the time, too. And then, he brought along, 4 other buddies from Tulsa, and we all started hanging out. Like, there was 5 dentists from my class that we all just go to the lake, Grand Lake in Oklahoma, and we just fish, drink, eat and hang out, and is, just guys' weekends. And we ended up just doing that several times a year, and that's how we started hanging out in 2017.
Were y'all close in dental school?
We had all of our separate groups. There's tons of groups in dental school.
I think of Mean Girls, like the cliques.
Yeah, and it is kind of like that, there's 3 guys. None of them were like, I hung out with Tej probably the most in dental school. The other guys kind of had their own groups, But then as we came together in 2017, now we're best of friends, and we take all these trips together every year, fish and hang out and have a great time.
What's the name of the group chat?
Group chat is called Salty Dogs. So
there actually is one. Okay.
There is one, Salty Dogs.
That was so much better than I thought.
That's great.
Yeah, I think my John Mose, fabricated that name, so he's in the group as well.
Where does it originate?
You know,
Or should I not ask?
I have no idea where that came from. I've never even asked.
Okay.
He
well,
just changed it on the thing. I was like, all right, whatever, man.
This is who we are now.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what? We can create the origin story. It's that you guys are dogs or homies, right?
Yeah.
Homies or dogs.
Okay.
And you like to saltwater fish.
I like that.
There you go.
Let's go with that.
Salty dogs. What do you think it takes, Sarah? What do you think it takes to get into that group chat?
I don't think we even come close.
I don't think
cut.
you want to be in that group chat.
I believe you. I trust you.
I have a feeling at Heaven's Gates that group chat's going to be out there, and I'm probably
That's what's going to be on the scroll.
not getting in.
Oh, well, you know what's crazy about that group chat? We actually have a clip from it. Son, can you pull that one up for us? No, I'm kidding. Okay, so I having dinner last night with you guys.
Yes.
I mean, it was a ton of fun.
Yeah, sweet invite.
You should have gone.
Yeah, Sarah.
Oh my gosh.
We invited you.
I love a retroactive invite. Continue.
Yeah.
It was a ton of fun, and it to me it highlights how cool the story is of you guys getting back together.
Yeah.
Right. And I think Dr. Ladd either said this or you said this last night. There were 50 people or so in your dental class, and almost 20% of them now are MB2 partners. Like,
Yeah.
is that kind of surreal?
That is
And did I
surreal.
really trust Dr. Ladd that much?
You know, not really.
Yeah.
And luckily it worked out.
It's
No,
fine.
just kidding.
JT and I did his deal together. I think
Yep.
that may have been one of the first deals we ever did together. So it holds a special place in my heart. But I don't know if he told me to join, if I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, you know, Tej, he's a great guy, and I usually follow a lot of his business, savviness and advice. He's everyone in our group, it's 5 guys. Everyone has a role,
So is he like the ace of this Love Island group that you have?
Yes. Although, like I
He's
said,
like, I know this.
I do not watch it, but I hear my daughter screaming at the TV every day of the week except for Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Yeah.
So watch parties and screaming at the TV. But I assume, let's call Tej the ace.
'Kay.
Is that right?
The
Can we
ace,
do that?
yes.
Yeah. So everyone has a role in the group. It's like a basketball team, You got Coy. He's going to be your factoid, nerdy statistician, going to analyze everything we do. You got
Hot.
Yeah, and you got John Mose, who is just the raw, unedited. What you see is what you get.
Tracks.
He strikes me as someone who's like never met a bad idea. He's like, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah,
Like, doesn't matter. I'm in.
it's pretty much.
Can I tell y'all the analogy he made about MB2 that I loved?
What is
Whenever I think I did his discovery day and I met up with him at an owner event and I was like, how's it been? Because I never get to talk to them after. And he's like, MB2 is like the girlfriend that gave me the glow up. Like, I'm doing something one way and my girlfriend comes and is like, why are you wearing those shoes? I'm like, because these are my shoes. I don't need you talking shit about my shoes. But then I buy the shoes that they tell me I should buy and I'm like, damn, I look good in these shoes. And I was like, that is literally MB2. I love that.
That is. I
Okay,
love that.
so he's what you see is what you get.
Yeah. Then we got another guy, Todd Gentling. He's another MB2 guy.
Yeah, what's his role?
He's kind of up and down, He's the guy that you kind of feed off of whenever he's positive. Like, oh, hell yeah, let's do this. Let's
He
do
can be
this.
hype man.
And then, a couple days later, he could be pretty down. Then you're like, you're kind of bringing me down, brother. Can you change your vibe?
He's the vibe check.
Yeah, so he kind of controls the whole vibe of the group.
Okay.
Like, depending on his feeling, I mean, that's how our group trip is going to go that day.
That's
Vibes
clever.
were immaculate last night.
Oh yeah, so great vibes. But back to the MB2. So yeah, out of the group of 5 guys that I reconnected with, and we could become best
Wait,
of
what's your
friends.
role? Sorry, we didn't get to that.
My role is, I'd love to ask those guys. My role is I'm always down for a good time. I don't.
You're the down chick.
Yes, I'm down for it. I kind of just go along. I'm not really going to control the mood too much, but I'm always down for a good time, and I'll have some fun.
Okay, so Nick, got it.
Nick, all right, I'll have to look that up. Yeah.
Okay, so your 5 guys, yes.
Yeah, so the 5 guys, we started with Tej. We come to the lake every few times a year and do these trips. And he's like, hey, man, I did MB2. I was like, dude, why'd you do that? Oh, it's the greatest thing ever. Then I was like, okay. Then I went home that weekend. And then, I come down a few more weekends together. We're still talking about MB2. I'm like, what the hell's going on with this, Tej? I can't. Then he kept talking it up. Come back to the next weekend. He's like, hey, Todd Gentling just joined. I'm like, seriously, what are you guys doing?
Plot twist.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden we started talking and talking. Todd's like all up on cloud 9, talking it up. I'm like,
So you brought your
yeah,
5
dude.
up, yep.
And I'm like, let's go. So that was the next guy to sign, and then you just keep hearing all these other guys in my class signing. I'm like, oh man, there was something to this, and there was. It was is one of the greatest career decisions I made was signing up with MB2.
That's
What
cool.
was your second greatest career decision outside of signing up for MB2?
Second greatest career decision. That's put me on the spot. I would say since my wife is a dentist, maybe I can say marrying her. That was a career
you can
move.
definitely say that.
100%.
That's actually the only answer.
And that's the right answer.
Yeah.
No, I think something that was highlighted to me last night, and obviously as you guys roll into the office today, I mean the energy is just through the roof. But
Yeah, it's 8 a.m. Can y'all chill?
I know.
it's the cultural aspect that I love. Like you guys, we were all hanging out last weekend or a couple weekends ago in Tahoe at the owners retreat, and now you're here, and it's like we just continue to do what we do. And MB2, I like to think that it's been an opportunity for you guys. You guys were getting together anyway.
Yeah.
But hey, now we can take what you guys have and say, hey, other partners in Tahoe, other partners here in Oklahoma or wherever it might be, like, this is what it's about. Like when Dr. V and the guys started MB2, it was really just buddies hanging out. And that's what you guys are. And so I see that and I'm like, man, this is so freaking cool. Like, how can we continue to push that through the organization?
Yeah. I mean, it is so fun having, like I said, 9 of my classmates of 50 at OU
That's wild.
are all part of MB2. So we go to these weekend functions. It is freaking party, reconnecting, having fun. It is just, it's wonderful hanging out with all these guys. But yeah, and it is so fun just being able to, bounce things off each other, because, you trust these guys and they, you believe they're going to give you the right, advice. And it's just wonderful having everyone together and knowing each other and just being in the same profession and same organization, which has been so positive for all of us. And that's all we talk about that a lot.
Yeah, I bet you probably graduating dental school didn't necessarily see yourself in this position. What advice would you give to your younger self now, knowing what you know now?
Oh, you know what? If I can go back to like a financial type way on this, get out of debt early as you can. Pay things off and get out of debt early would be my thing. I would tell my younger self.
Okay.
I
love that.
I actually needed that today. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sarah's like, oh gosh, can I tell my normal self that right now?
Yeah.
I was actually thinking the same thing. Was there like through your career, whether that's personal or professional, have you had like anybody or folks that have been like inspiration to you? I know you said your parents were both doctors, and it seemed like they kind of set the at least healthcare path for you. But anybody else that's really impacted like what you've done,
Or a mentor.
Yeah, it's
other than Dr. Ladd, clearly.
yeah.
And your
Taz
wife,
has been
obviously.
very inspirational. My wife, I love you. But honestly, it's going to be my mom and dad. I know no one else really. They showed me the way of hard work and grinding and just doing what you got to do to get where you want to be.
Yeah.
They were they came over to the state. They're Filipino and grew up in the Philippines and came over in the late 60s.
What a time.
Yeah, late
Shoot.
60s, and just had to grind it out and work hard and make a better life for us, and they did. So so that was kind of my mentality, and that's all I saw, and so I knew what I was going to do and how I was going to do it, and did it. So
Well, now you get to be the dad. What do
That's
you?
right.
I mean, I know you fish with your buds, but what do you and your family like to do?
we love vacationing. We vacation, we do little trips, hang out at the pool, cook out. We don't really have any group hobbies. That would be kind of cool, but probably not.
Traveling seems like a dope
Yeah.
group hobby.
Yeah, that's
A tough one too when you got kids.
Yeah,
So I hear.
that's very difficult with kids. But yeah, now they're a little bit older, and we just love going to beaches and beach vacations and hanging out.
Your girl could use a beach vacation.
There you go.
You guys are playing golf today. We've got a lot of golfers in the organization, and a lot of partners that like to golf. I always like this question: What's your drink of choice on the course?
I'm a high noon guy.
Okay.
That is a vodka seltzer.
Thank you.
I drink lots of those.
Okay.
I just can't really get into too much hard liquor because once I drink too much, the golf game it just goes downhill.
It's got to be a balance between having fun but still like playing.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to balance that line pretty much in golf and every weekend of my life.
What's your favorite course you've played?
Ooh, let's see. we are playing an awesome course today, Vaquero. So that would be one of my highlights. I would say that would probably be one of my highlights. So that it's so wonderful out there.
Yeah. It's an awesome course. I had the opportunity to play once, and they keep it in incredible shape. But just the homes and things that line the course, like it's next level.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. It's what an experience. Yes.
Well, before we wrap up, is there anything we didn't touch on that you wanted to address to our listeners?
You know what? I'd just like to thank MB2 for having me. They allowed me to become financially free. And that was such a big deal in my life. Is paying off, taking some equity out of my deal. Bringing it home, paying off every little thing I got, and just having a stress-free life, able to, concentrate on family, my practice, my work, on everyday life. And that is such a huge relief to just not even have to think about paying anything off or paying anything monthly, So, MB2 has allowed me to get to that stage in my life, and just like to thank them for that.
You're welcome. I'm just kidding.
And without Sarah, I would not be here as well.
Damn
So,
straight.
That's right.
and Tyrod.
No.
Tyrod.
Well, Dr. Valbuena, this has been great. It's fun to have you on the podcast.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. It was a joy. I love coming down here, and I would love to do this anytime.
Yeah, and I hope you have a very happy 50th birthday.
Yes.
Thank you.
MB2 Undergrounders, we have reached the conclusion of our most recent episode. We did mention who was he? Ace, Nick? Ace. We did mention Ace of the
Maybe Love Island will sponsor us.
of the OU. Yes. Oh my gosh, of the OU dental class of what?
2003.
2003.
That's right.
Dr. Tej Ladd, episode 32.
That's right.
Fishing for answers. It's
Hey,
a big
I like it.
big thread there with these guys fishing. But if you enjoyed this one, I can promise you the other one is Wheels Off. Sarah got to do that one solo, and
Absolutely.
I actually think Dr. Valbuena made a cameo on that podcast. So
Oh, very good.
that being said, we will see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye-bye.